Welcome to Earl Stewart on Cars.
The type of work that you can do, the money you can spend on your trade-in to enhance the value is pretty much cosmetic. Strangely enough, car dealers and appraisers of cars, we're human beings too. And when we see a nice, shiny, good-smelling, clean car, we react very positively. And if we see a trashy, a car that you don't even want to get in because it smells bad and it's dirty and you're afraid you're going to be contaminated, you react in a very negative fashion. And it translates into what you appraise the car for. I mean, if we were totally scientific about it, we would realize when the car came in dirty, well, we can wash it, we can wax it, we can clean it up, and it's going to cost me this. But it's more of a visceral thing when the appraiser looks at the car. And we do the same thing. We car dealers do the same thing when we take a car to the auction. Now, you would think there would be nothing more businesslike and professional and scientific than an auction. All professionals. The auto dealers are selling the cars. The auto dealers are buying the cars. And this is a professional situation where it should be all about facts and money. But the fact of the matter is we spend money to detail the car before we send it through the auction. Every car that a car dealer auctions off goes through a fairly comprehensive detail, inside and outside, sometimes even the engine's compartment and other areas, because we want to make the car look shiny. And then the other professional on the auction lane, he'll pay a few $100s more for the car. If it goes through there and it smells bad and looks dirty, it'll bring less money. You can almost detail the car yourself. In fact, you can detail the car yourself. Spend nothing on it. And the person who appraises your car, he's just like you. He's a sucker for a clean, nice-smelling car, and you might get another $800,000 for the car just because it's clean and smells good. To get a really, really first-class detail, you probably have to spend close to $200, and I'd say that would be money well spent. A really good detail where they do the engine compartment, the trunk, the inside, where they do the new car spray, and then the outside with a wax. Boy, that car would look like you could put it on a showroom, and if it cost you $200, it would be money well spent. And if you had to go to $300, that wouldn't be bad either. You're going to get another $800 or $1,000 for that car on the average. So, bottom line, do the cosmetic makeover for your car. Make that car shiny on the outside, shiny on the inside. Make it smell good. You can buy a new car spray, at your local Pep Boys or any other auto supply store. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to be doing body work, body repair work, for example. You don't want to fix a fender and spend a lot of money in a body shop. Why? Because the car dealer, he sees that not viscerally but scientifically. He says, I can have that fixed for a lot less than you can, and it's true. You pay retail when you spend a lot of money on the car. If you go into a service department and you got a problem with the car, and the service advisor comes back and he says, Mr. Jones, it's going to cost you $8,212 to fix your car. You say, oh, I don't want to spend that much money on the car. I'm going to buy a new car. So at that point, don't feel like you've got to repair the car to take it and trade it in. You're going to be able to trade that car in, and you're not even certain that the car dealer that you're traded into is going to know exactly how much you have to spend. And if he does have to spend money, it's going to be at his cost, which will be a wholesale cost and not the retail cost that the service advisor quoted you. One thing I didn't mention were tires. You can almost invest in a set of tires if your tires are worn down real thin, but oftentimes a nice set of tires will again have that visceral emotional thing with the appraiser, because there's nothing that turns an appraiser off than a set of bald tires. He knows right away. Although he could buy the tires for less than you can, I would almost say you'd at least get your money back, and maybe you'd make a return on your investment if you put a set of tires on the car. If the tires were slick, as long as they've got 4 or 5 30 seconds of tread depth left, you're okay. But anything less than that, I would say you might want to consider a set of tires too.